music at a very tender age. By the grace of God, I'm still going, and I have written a couple of songs. I'm also a songwriter. Yeah, initially, I used to rap. I'm a rap artist as well, but I think because of the way the lyrics and the words come this time, I feel like I should just go fully into gospel and not really into secular anymore. I used to do secular music initially, but I have ventured fully into gospel these days. So I'm a gospel artist, and I have a couple of songs written and produced and mastered by many producers, few, sorry, producers, and they are mind blowing. They are amazing, and I'm sure today, by the grace of God, you're going to get to know some of my songs, and in fact, the one that is really coming up. So it's good to have. Okay, the name Empress, I actually came from, you know, the idea that I feel like I'm supposed to be a ruler. I don't know, but it came from a point where I discovered that I find myself taking up responsibilities, you know, in maybe my church, schools, and places like that. I feel like I am given a mantle. So, of course, Empress means a ruler of an empire. So that name alone makes me feel that those responsibilities make me feel like I'm supposed to have a name, you know, that complements these responsibilities. So that's how Empress came about. So I just love the idea of, you know, being a ruler. So I took up Empress as the. I started at a very initial stage. I was quite very young, very little, of course, and it all happened when I started seeing songs, lyrics in words. For instance, in my poem books, you know, then as you know, go to nursery schools and you have your poem books, your story books. So I started seeing songs in every word. Every word I read, everything I saw, my textbooks, I saw songs in them. So I basically started writing songs. Sometimes I'll just combine these stories and then they became songs to me. And I started as a rap artist, as I said earlier. And so I didn't know what song was, but I knew what spoken words were. But it came in the form of a rap music. You understand? So I think something happened. My brother is an artist. Is Josby. He's an artist. So he started music. He's my elder brother. He started music before me. So because in our house, I used to speak words in the form of songs. He now called me one day. I was like, what's going on? Are you now a musician? What are you doing? So I was like, no, I started fighting with my brother, and he took my, you know, my book where I wrote those things, those words. I didn't understand what music was. He was like, this is something, and I'm going to do a music. I'm going to do a song. Why not come and say these things that you're saying in the studio? That's how I started music. I was like, bros, are you serious? And he now begged my mom, begged my dad, and they'd be like, okay, just bring her back. I was quite young, you know. So I now went to the studio. I was scared. I was really scared. So, but I did that. I did those things in a bit. It came out so amazingly. Like, they were like, wow. Even the producer started calling me up as young as I was. He started like, Empress, you have a talent. Did you know that? I was like, what are you saying? I don't know what you're saying. So that's how I started music, because they would take these songs, and before you know, another artist will come. They will look for Empress. Let's call Empress. In fact, that is how, you know, that responsibility I talked about came up, and be like, Empress, you have to have a stage name. You have to have a name, because you always find yourself, you know, involved. People just want you to lead or to do something. So I felt like, okay, Empress is the name that I'll go for. And thanks to Don C, that was the first producer who took me up, and I was like, okay, Empress, you have a talent. So I started music um, that young as a rap artist. I have some songs, you know, if you don't mind, don't worry. Because of this, you get to have the links to these songs to just listen to them. Okay, actually, I'm now a gospel artist, of course. So the inspiration behind my lyrics and my songs, just something about God that is amazing, it's different. You know, I felt like at the end of the day, we can't just do without God. I cannot, personally, I cannot do without God. I have seen a couple of times He has really come through for me, and I discovered that this is not somebody like parents, friends, or whoever. It's God. God has always come through for me. And if I don't exalt him and give him the glory, then it's not worth it. So the idea, the inspiration behind my songs now is God. It's just that I have seen the way he changes my life. He turns things around for my own good. So I get inspired by every good, amazing, beautiful thing God does for me. And I just felt like it has to come into songs. Well, it can never be the beat first. I think it's always, as I said, I see words in every, I see songs in every word. Like maybe somebody will talk to me. I see song. I feel song in what are you saying? What are you? Am I seeing? Maybe I'm reading my Bible. I'm seeing songs in everything. So I have to have these lyrics first. Okay, let's say I have to have the inspiration from these words first, then I get the lyrics down before I think of okay, what beat will suit this particular song that is coming up or that will come up. Wow, my proudest moment. Well, I still remember when I started music, and at that age, I was so proud to have been called to a stage, a mega stage. That was when Star Mega Show used to function. I don't know if they are still doing it, but trust me, I was so young to have, been on that stage. So I was so proud of myself, and the standing ovation, it was massive. Not only that, I was also proud when I was in school, and there's this is it Moses Armstrong, Moses Esco, something like that, is an Akwa Ibom um, actor. Yeah, from Akwa Ibom, is an actor. So we had a show, and I was called to as a guest artist there. And after the performance, it was a track that I featured Bravado, titled Runaway. So after the performance, I saw the ovation, I saw the standing ovation, and I was like, wow, Mr. Esco was, all over, like, wow, who is this young girl? And I was so proud of myself because at least I felt like people were appreciating what I was doing. So that was, I think, those two times were the times I was really proud. In fact, also, I remember when I was paid my first money as an artist. Yeah, so I was given, those times free shows and stuff. But there was a time I was called to perform, and I was given a very big treatment, great treatment. They would take care of your transport, your accommodation, and they gave me a pay. And I was so proud of myself that at least what I was doing was in the West. So that was those were my proudest moments. Oh, sorry. The reason why I'm laughing is because I'm actually always very sad sometimes. I don't know why, but I think it's because um my nature maybe. As an artist, we have lots of emotions. We have hormones. As a woman, also, aside just being an artist, we have times that we just find our system just shifting. So my saddest moments would be when I am emotionally drained. Yeah, if I'm emotionally drained, I think it affects everything around me. But at the same time, this period, maybe the times I'm emotionally drained, I still find inspiration. You know, basically, these times even really contribute to most of the times I get inspired to write songs. But I don't like being emotionally drained because they make me those moments. It makes me very very sad. So I think I've not really had outside. I know how to control emotions anyways, but I'm sad, I cannot perform any of my responsibilities, any of my duties. So I wouldn't say I really have times I really portray sadness, but I'm just saying that emotionally, if I'm drained, I become sad.
Okay.
Wow. Well, challenges. I would say financially, it's not easy. It's not easy. In fact, a lot of my fans, yeah, I will use fans because I used to do secular music. Um, I'm sure they maybe gave up on me because they feel like she's not consistent. If you're not consistent, you look like you're not doing anything. So this is not because I don't want to do something. I have a calling. I have people who believe in me. Now, financially, I was, down. So when you don't have the finance to push whatever your career, it's not easy. So this has been a challenge for me. But I had to take a break just to go and hustle. I'll say hustle. Sorry, maybe I'm using it's too hard a word, but yeah, that's Lagos. You hustle. So you have to look for money to be able to push this music career. It's not easy. So financially, I've been challenged financially in the angle of music. So, but I give God the glory because He's always making a way out. Well, criticism is one of the things that will make you to do better. So I don't think someone criticizing you is something you should take to heart. I feel that when I'm criticized constructively, of course, because somebody will see you work so hard. I will not just want to come up and condemn what you're doing. So, but they will see something that is wrong, or they will pick up something that you didn't do well and try to criticize you on it. It's something that I feel it can help me grow better. So I don't always speak offense. I always want to do better, get this criticism, and then grow better. So I don't. It doesn't affect me that much. It just helps me to grow. Well, by the grace of God, 5 years from now, I'm very sure that I'm going to be one of those big gospel artists that would shake the world and give God the glory, because at the end of the day, we just have to make sure that God takes the glory in this ministry. So in 5 years from now, I am very certain that I'm going to also be not only on star show that I have. I will not always say I remember when I was, but I'm going to be on big platforms where I'll minister the word of God and it will reach the world, and people will be inspired, people will be transformed, people will be amazed, and God will take the glory. Yeah, I do have an upcoming project. Well, this costume I'm wearing is one of the project plan. You know, it's not today. It's my very recent track that's coming up, and it's a gospel song. Now today is the high praise. Not today. So not today is something I know you just be wondering, what's not today? What's with not today? Well, I'm a Nigerian, so not today. I don't know where this will get to, but not today means it's today. It's today. So I would like to say a little about what brought about this particular song. You know, when you think about challenges, a lot happened, and I felt like, you begin to be very sad, thinking that everything is just not on your side. God has forsaken you. You start wondering a lot. And I sat back one day, and something happened to me. As I was thinking, I felt like, okay, should I give up or should I not give up? I have a dream, I have a big dream, I have a career. How will I just give it up like that? So when I sat back and I was thinking, I thought about the many things God had already done for me, the many things He has brought me through, the many times He has made me, feel alive. And I was like, wow, now today I will realize, see, God has been faithful. Oh. Now today I know, see, God don't do it. God has been doing it. So why would I want to give up now? So now today is a song that when you listen to, you are going to be amazed, because you realize that you are big, you are higher, you are stronger, you are great, you are taller. In fact, you are richer. So